Hey guys, thanks for watching with me. Today I am very happy to finally be reviewing the Virtuoso upscale dive watch. The Virtuoso collection has been around for around 10 years or so. I've been collecting Aragons for about 4 years, and this is the first Virtuoso to be released during my time with Aragon. What makes this dive watch stand out above the rest of the collection are several things. So number one, we have an all titanium case and titanium bracelet. The titanium is really smooth. Now, if you've had any more entry-level titanium watches, you'll notice that they have a bit of almost a gritty feeling to the metal. This one is very finely finished. It is really high quality. It has a nice smooth feel to the metal, no sharp edges. The blue mother of pearl with that blue ceramic bezel insert just stand out so nicely. I wore this to the movies the other night, and the young lady I was with, who's not a watch person, she was noticing and she pointed out how nice it looks. So it is a very eye-catching watch. The color scheme is really different. It's very beautiful. Now, going inside the watch, we have a 9015 myota movement. So when you look at the second hand, it really just glides around that dial. It's really smooth. It's because, of course, it's a high beat movement, so there's lots of little ticks per second, making that second hand glide around the dial. The crown is beautifully decorated. It's signed, and the edges have that diamond pattern cut, just like on the edges of the bezel. The bezel has zero backplay and it's super crisp. The lume, as you can see here, is beautiful. It has a green lume on the indices, and the bezel is loomed as well in that blue lume. Wearing this watch is amazing. It only weighs 7.8 ounces. That's 220 grams. Now, a comparable watch from Aragon, the Enforcer, with the same depth rating as this, which is actually 1,000 meters. So that's 1 kilometer underwater. Of course, no one can go that deep, but hey, it's nice to know your watch is that well built. So the one I was going to compare it to is called the Enforcer. The Enforcer weighs 311 grams. That's 11 ounces. This one only weighs 7.8 at 221 grams. Super comfortable watch. It's almost like you're wearing a swatch. When I wear this watch, it feels like the crystal weighs more than the whole thing. It's really funny. Now, there's something I like about this watch. The way the lugs are angled, it makes the bracelet curve in at the top. A friend of mine actually didn't like the way that looked. I have a little bit bigger wrist, I think, than he does, and I do wear the clasp up higher toward the outside left portion of my wrist. So it brings in those lugs. I think it looks cool. It does it on both sides. It's very well balanced. Depending on your wrist's shape, this is something you're going to have to accept. I'm going to try and show you what I mean here in these next few shots. If you bring your attention to where the lugs curve down and meet the bracelet, where those two little slots are, the top link tends to curve in a little bit. As you can see, not so clear in this shot. It is subtle. You might be able to see it as I go down there, right there. And same thing on the other side. It's subtle. I think it looks cool, but I thought I'd point it out in case you are concerned about that. To give you a reference, I have a 7.25 inch wrist. This is the 50 millimeter. You could also try out the 45 millimeter. And of course, I always recommend to size your bracelet by removing all or most of the links on the 6 o'clock side, depending on your wrist's shape. I find that on larger lug to lugs, it's better. Like as you can see there, it's a little bit toward the upper left side of my wrist, if you want to call it that. Now here's a look at the other watches of the collection. They make them in the 45 millimeter and 50 millimeter. Starting off at the top, you have the blue mother of pearl dial with a blue ceramic bezel insert, the teal with a black ceramic insert, a white full lume dial with a black ceramic insert, followed by the classic black dive watch. So black dial, black bezel insert, and then finally this beautiful Damascus steel dial has these really trippy waves of blue with a black ceramic insert. It's a gorgeous collection. Beautiful timepieces. I hope you guys check them out. They are worth looking at. Pick up a couple. I'm gonna try and get one more, maybe be the black or the Damascus steel. That one has a gorgeous style, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the likes, and please leave a comment, have a question or whatever. Help me get my channel off the ground. Again, thank you to everybody that consistently watches, and thank you for everyone that shares. Have a great night and take care.